Yeah, what's going on, everybody? Westside MMA here, and today we got a new trailer from EA Sports, their career mode and ranked online championships trailer. First thing they talked about was their new additions to career mode. One of the first things they talked about was being able to select an existing fighter along with creating your own fighter, obviously, you've always been able to do that. So I don't really get the point of selecting an existing fighter, but I won't be doing that. So that's that. Next, they added the women's divisions, both divisions, into career mode, so you can make a women's 135 bantamweight or strawweight. They talked about the new fight offer system, which was kind of like UFC 3 and I believe EA MMA. I believe it had that, to where you could select between like 3 different opponents. So that's good. So, and then they also talked about short notice fights, which is very similar to Fight Night, or like an injury replacement, like that happens in real life quite often, especially recently. So that's realistic, and it's kind of a cool thing, because if you do take short notice fights and you win them, it helps you go up the rankings a lot quicker, especially if you get like a short notice fight against it's usually going to be against a tougher fighter than you would have gotten. So that helps you go up and get your popularity up. Speaking of popularity, that was another thing they talked about, but I'm not sure if that was in last year's game, but popularity is going to be important, or I guess it'll be important in this game. So, getting your popularity up means you're going to get closer to getting a title shot and all that, obviously. So, new training camp system. They talked about how, like, you can train at different intensities, and you kind of have to balance it out, because if you train at a high intensity all the time, you're more prone to getting wear and tear, which then will result in a shorter career, or injuries that you have to take into your next fight, which is another thing that happens in real life quite often, whether the fighters are lying or not for doom. But yeah, I mean, that plays a huge role in real life, and it should play a huge role in the game, so that's good that they added that in there. And then fight challenges are just challenges that you need to do. Like, an example would be like land 50% of your strikes or something, or get 5 takedowns in the fight, something like that, which would just pretty much, I don't know exactly what they do. I assume it would help popularity and help your career longevity and crap like that, which, whatever. Winning a fight's winning a fight. That's why in a lot of games there's challenges, and I hate challenges, because it's like, if it tells me to do something like, oh, submit this guy, well, I don't want to submit him. I want to knock him out or whatever. But it kind of keeps you on your toes, gives you something to try to do. And then for their new revamped online championships ranked, they have a few things they talked about, were how last year you would build your way up, and the only way to get the title was, to get the belt, which was getting a certain amount of points. So in the red belt division, I think it was like 23 or 24 points or whatever it was. And if you lost anywhere, well, if you lost the right amount of fights, or if you got all decisions or whatever the case may be, you couldn't get that belt and whatnot. And then once you won it, you had to just win it again. There was no like defending it. So this year, we've got the whole title chase thing, where you win. I believe it's at the beginning when you start off. I think it's like you win 4 fights or so, and then you get the title shot or contender shot or whatever it is. Contender fight, and then you get the title shot, and then once you win, you are the champion. It's very similar to EA MMA. Like, it's the same system. Once you win that title, you defend the title, and so on and so forth. But and then there's also something they talked about with most popular fighters. I guess that's online fighters, or if it's just like the most used fighters in the game. I don't know, but I mean, with this game, I can see myself playing Ultimate Team probably 90% of the time, just because. I mean, because that was what I've been waiting for in an MMA game. To be honest, like Fight Night had that, and I was just like, oh my god, if they put this in an MMA game, I would be in love, and they are doing that. So. And then career mode, I like to play career mode too, just to, in case my internet goes out or whatever the case may be. I like to play career mode. So, but that's that. A lot of good news. The game is coming out in less than a month. Today is the 18th. It comes out March 15th, I believe. So less than a month away. So that is amazing. So till next time, Westside MMA out.